Welcome back to the My Virgo Friend podcast. I am CheChe, your movement and meditation coach, and I am here with your oracle reading for the Sagittarius full moon for all of the zodiac signs. I'm going to be using the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck. And I'm going to pull a card for each sign. I'll read the description for each card that I pull, and I'll just give any intuitive message that I feel will be helpful for you. With the Sagittarius full moon energy that we have coming up over the weekend, I did an episode where I talked about the Sagittarius full moon energy, what to expect, what themes we will be seeing play out. So if you want details on all of that, please check the episode before this one. And I would actually recommend watching the episode before checking this one out, just so you are clear on what I'm talking about. Shoot. Okay. If you are listening to this podcast episode on audio via Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But I am going to upload this episode on my YouTube channel. So please check out the visual on my CheChe Babe YouTube page. Oh, sorry if you're looking. Anyway, I feel like sorry, let's stop. All right, anyway. I lost my train of thought. I'm looking at you, looking at me in the camera. I'm talking to Conan, my co-host. He is sitting to the left of me, my teacup chihuahua, my Gemini guy. He just celebrated his birthday a couple of days ago. He is the big 11. So happy birthday, Conan. I love you. And shout out to all the other fur babies that are celebrating their birthday. But yes, check out the episode before this one. And like I said, the Sagittarius full moon is this weekend. Quick overview, it is a full moon, so it's all about release. You know, you have to release to receive, right? Get rid of the old to welcome in the new. So this is the time to free up space. This is the time of freedom is coming to my mind right now, because Sagittarius energy is very much like, I need to be free, right? So we're going to see that theme being played out as well. But like I said, listen to the episode before this for all of those details. I really just want to get straight to the card reading. All right. So like I said, I'm going to be using the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck, and I'll pull a card for each zodiac sign, read the little description, but also give any additional intuitive coaching messages that I feel will be helpful for you. All right. So how am I going to do this? Because I need to shuffle, but y'all know I'm still working on equipment and things. So I guess I go like hold it like this. And I speak loud enough. It should carry anyway, as long as I'm speaking forward, right? All right. So just to tell you more about the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck. Sacred geometry, our images, are visual meditation tools, and they help people to navigate changing times and activate thinking outside of the box so that you can make real change in your life. It's like living art, soul activations, and yeah, they used to use these symbols like back in the day. Okay, so I'm learning just like you. All right, this is the part of my podcast where I usually do the moonology oracle reading, but instead of the moonology deck, I'm using the Sacred Geometry Activation deck. Okay, so the cards already cleansed and things, just doing a quick little shuffle. The first card we're going with is Aries. Okay, so Aries is a fire sign like Sagittarius. All right, so Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac. It is the youngest sign. So with this full moon, Aries, I feel like, again, your freedoms, what makes you feel free, what sets you on fire is going to be the theme for you. Just reigniting and learning more about yourself. Maybe feeling like there we go. Okay, so the first one that popped over is two flipped over. We'll take them both. All right, so the first one that flipped over, Aries, is the third eye chakra. It's the number 6 card. And it says the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. Okay, so just right before the cards flipped over, I mentioned about an upgrade, right? So Aries, you may be feeling like you're upgrading in your life in some way. The third eye chakra, it is located between your eyebrows. house. Okay, so pointing right here. Sometimes you'll see this area bedazzled with a jewel in some cultures. And with the third eye chakra, this is the place of your mind's eye, if you will. Okay, this is forethought. This could be if you have the gift of like premonition, seeing things before they happen, telepathy, reading minds, or being able to communicate with the mind. And just a lot of mental energy. Okay, so I feel like with this card, it's flipping over Aries. It's telling you to focus more on your third eye chakra, doing things to clear out any mental confusion, any mental cloudiness, so that you can see the truth for what it is. Sagittarius energy is all about the truth, being the truth seeker, truth teller, and expressing that truth. So really get into your mind, really thinking back to not your subconscious, but truly getting deep into your mental space to understand what it is that you want, because we know Aries is all about the self and its needs and satisfying those needs. So with this fire moon, really tapping into your mind's eye, tapping into your dreams. You may notice that you're having more dreams lately. So maybe those clues, those messages will be coming to you in the form of your dreams. Perhaps you will be having some communication from the astral space, because again, just working with a lot of mental energy. And the other card that flipped over is Tantric Journey, the number 42 card, which reduces to a number 6 as well. So you have 2 6 cards, heavy in the purple, blue, indigo colors. And the Tantric Journey card says the frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with one another. So if you've ever heard of tantric sex, it's like energy sex. It's very intense, very deep, very powerful. All right. And Aries, you are a sexual sign. You are fire, okay? You are a very curious sexual fire sign, all right? And you like learning, you like exploring. And with this Gemini season that we're in, it's only going to amplify that need and the desire and that craving of wanting to explore outside of the box, wanting to try something new sexually, wanting to explore yourself sexually, wanting to express yourself sexually, okay? Or not even sexually, but maybe sensually in a different way, that's in a more progressed way, in a more refined way, expressing your passion, expressing your fire in a more profound way, because it doesn't necessarily have to be just sex when it comes to the tantric journey, right? It's just really about unlocking hidden knowledge and going to those deep, deep parts of you, which I feel like reinforces the third eye chakra card I was talking about, Aries. So double sixes here. Harmony of the mind and the body. Okay, harmony of what you like and what you love, harmony of who you like and who you love, and lastly, harmony of who you like and love when you look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, so those are the 2 cards for Aries. Taurus is next. So Taurus, you are the youngest earth sign. You are fixed earth. And with the Sagittarius season, I foresee and hope that you feel inspired to move about. You feel inspired to, I don't know why learn more is coming to me right now. Learn more, seek out more, be open to learning more, being open. This one is showing itself coherence. All right. So Taurus, your card is coherence. I'm going to get a mic stand, you guys, because I'm not going to be doing this for the next episode. All right. So Taurus, you have the number 13 card, which reduces to a number 4. 4 is about the 4 corners of a building, right? It's what you need to build a building. It's for stability, right? Taurus is fixed earth. So it's all about the foundation and have a sense of stability. But your card, Taurus, is 13. Coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. All right. So coherence, we see these nice bright, beautiful colors, right? And it's all in a circle, right? It's all, you know, affecting one another. And like with these cards, it's so much detail. Like I really need to get close to the screen for you to really appreciate everything that's there. But again, with the coherence, the focus here is frequency, harmonizing the frequency, right? And just making sure that the vibe is set, making sure that the foundation is right, it's feeling good, so that we can build onto something, right? With coherence, the word understanding is coming from, like, do you understand? Do you comprehend? And with the coherence, I feel like it's just, again, being open to learning more, like just knowing that Taurus, you're not going to know everything and you're not expected to know everything. So just go easy on yourself when it comes to blending the two, when it comes to trying to merge energies, when it comes to merging information, like just being adaptable to allowing that to happen is coming. Like mixing is coming to me, it's coming to mind, like mixing ingredients, like blending, mixing ingredients, working together to build something, right? But because again, with the coherence, it's talking about harmonizing the frequency of the heart and the mind. And with Gemini season, it is represented by the number 6 card in tarot, which is the Lover's card. And with the Lover's card, it's all about making a head over heart decision. And when you make decisions from the heart, you want to make sure it's harmony with your mind. Make sure that you're making actions with the intention of integrity, right? So when there's coherence, when there's harmony, when there's a blending of the two, good mind, of sound mind, of sound body, right? Coherence, that's what's coming to mind right now. So being of sound mind and sound body, so that there can be harmony, frequency inside the body, right? And just making sure that what your body is doing is truly what you love. It's in your heart space. It's truly what you think about in your mind's eye. It's truly what you see yourself doing. Do you comprehend what's going on, or does it feel foreign to you? Okay. So with this coherence card, Taurus, really allowing yourself to feel peace in your mind and in your body, feeling peace and harmony in what your body is doing and what your mind believes. Okay. Doing things that you love, doing things that make sense to you. All right. So Taurus, that is your card for coherence, and knowing again that you're not expected to know everything and there's always more to learn. Okay. So Gemini, happy birthday, Gemini. This card flipped right on out, so we'll take it. Gemini, your card is healing. All right, is the number 29 card, and that reduces to a number, what, 11, which reduces to 1, 2, yeah, 2, which is perfect for Gemini, right? Gemini, the twins, okay, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. So Gemini, your card is the number 29 card, which reduces to a number 11, which can be kept at a master number 11, or it can reduce to number 2, either one. But the card is healing. All right. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. All right. So Gemini, this is your birthday season. Happy birthday. Anytime a birthday season comes around, that is our anniversary. That's our personal anniversary to do an assessment on the previous year and to set goals on the year ahead. And Gemini, it is very important for you to get clear in your mind and get peace, harmony in your heart on what it is that you like and what you love. There is a very thin line between what you like and what you love, regardless if you're a Gemini or not. For anybody, there's a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between like and love. And it's very important for you to do the work to understand what that means, because if there's something to heal, that means there is something to hurt, right? There is something that is already hurt. There is a sense of pain somewhere in the body. It may be in your mind, your body, your emotions, your spirit. And it is, again, it is important for you to do the work to understand where that pain is coming from and where the healing needs to take place. Okay. You may need to tap into your shadow side. You may need to tap into the dark side of you that you don't like, and understand why you do do the things you do. You may need to see yourself in a more lighthearted space to say, you know what if I wasn't on demon time all the time? What if I lived a life with integrity and did the right thing for a chance? What if I wasn't a cheater in this lifetime? What if I actually lived from an honest space? Okay, so Gemini, there's a part of you that needs healing. And again, with your birthday season being here, and with it rolling around, this is an opportunity to understand how you can love yourself better, because you know what your needs are, you know what your fears are, you know what you're lacking, what you crave, what you need more of. But until you express that need, until you do the work to fulfill that need, it's always going to be a space of loss, a space of lack, and a space that needs healing. We see a lot of orange here, reinforcing the heart chakra, the space where you store love for others, but also store love for yourself. Remember, you can't give what you don't have. So until you're happy, until your needs are being met, Gemini, there is going to be need for healing. And remember that healing is a journey. It's not an end destination. It's not, oh, I'm fully healed. As you heal one spot, it may require you to give a little more than 10%, a little more than 25%, a little more than 50%, to where you're pouring so much into this one particular space that needs healing that another space or part of your life is going to be lacking because you focus so much on healing this one part of your life. Now there's going to be another space to heal. So just already accept and understand that healing is an ever-ending journey. It's an everlasting journey. It's a process, and it's a beautiful story with yourself. Okay, even if the lack of healing the need for healing comes from someone else, because maybe you've been so focused on healing you, your needs, your wounds, you haven't had the mental space or emotional intelligence to be there for your partner, to be there for your children, to be there for your aging parent, to be there for your friends, your work friends, your business partner. Maybe because you have had or have required to pour more love and healing into yourself, there's going to be another part of your life that is lacking. That's life. Okay, make sure that you are filling your cup. Make sure you're doing the things that you love and operating and healing from your heart space so that you could be there to show up for other people. Okay, so this applies to Geminis. If you have Gemini moon, Gemini rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, all of this I would say apply to you. And I would say watch these readings for all of your dominant placements to maybe get a more comprehensive understanding. But Gemini, healing is your focus. All right, next we have Cancer. Cancer is cardinal water. It is the youngest water sign. All right, and it's going to be the season that we're moving into after Gemini. Okay, so Cancer's sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, if you want to consider Mercury and Mars, that's cool too, but more so sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cancer, your card is Synergy. Synergy is the number 41 card, which reduces to a number 5. 5 is the number of change in numerology. Cancer, Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. This synergy card has popped out a few times for me for my private meditation, and I am a Cancer moon. So Cancer, this was a very long description, first of all. The card is synergy, and when we look at this card, it looks like a gadget. It looks like a bolt. It looks like a colorful, vibrant bolt that you would use, like a Newton bolt, if you were building something. And like I said, this explanation for synergy is very long. So Cancer, be mindful of like doing too much at this time because we are in a mutable fire sign. And I know water and fire have a special connection and working together. Like I know like Aries and Cancers typically tend to like bond. Scorpios and Leos tend to bond. So Cancer, just be mindful of this mutable fire season with the Sagittarius full moon and the mutable air with Gemini air, right? With the Gemini season that we're in. Cancer, be mindful of just like not giving yourself away, but like giving too much of yourself away, giving too much, pouring too much, like just getting away from yourself, And with synergy, I'm going to break down this description a little bit because I need to remind myself of what I just said. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance, right? So that's speaking to the feminine energy, the receiving, the ebbing and the flowing, not being so fixed, not being so like stuck, but the flowing, right? The allowance and acceptance of not so obvious. So not what you see to the eye, never seen before. So unconventional, not traditional. It may be a trailblazing type of energy, a new consideration, because we are in Gemini season. So maybe you're now looking at this friend that you've always seen as a friend, as a lover now. Okay. Never seen before, not so obvious. It's like you never considered them as an option, but maybe you're seeing something as an option now. And because you resisted it for so long, now that you're being open to give it a chance, now there's a sense of synergy. There's a sense of flow. There's a sense of comfortability that makes sense because, Cancer love being comfortable. All right. But never seen before combinations and unions, right? So pairings, partnerships, communities that's forming synergy, right? So never before seen, like, for example, like that's what I like about working in an office setting, because it's usually people that would never talk to each other ended up being the best of friends, right? Like the high school graduate is besties with the elderly gentleman that's been there for 25 years, and this hothead is besties with the office conservative or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like unlikely combinations where like, dag, had we not worked together on this project or in this business or in this group together, I would have never known how cool you are. I would have never known how awesome you compliment me, But going back to the card, not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, right? New ways of doing things, new ways of your body systems functioning, right? Like, then wasn't I saying now this is like a machine? It was giving me like a systems shape, right? So new ways of functioning, new ways of working, like the energy you exert, right? New ways of thinking. When you link up with people that have different backgrounds from you, people with different experiences from you, you learn from them, you learn from their experiences. You don't know everything, Cancer, and you're not expected to know everything. That's why it's important to make connections with other people so you can be taught, so you can also receive knowledge. It's not so much for you to teach and preach all the time, Cancer. It's not so much for you to be a healer to everyone all the time. Sometimes people want to be a healer to you too, Cancer. And that's where the energy comes, where you allow and accept the never before seen energy that you're not used to. Maybe you're not used to receiving. You're so used to being the giver and the provider, but it's time to you receive some love, for you to receive some compliments, right? So now, because of these new combinations, these new unions, you're having new ways of functioning, working, and thinking, relating. Now you're maybe you didn't like this particular religion, but now you've befriended someone that actually believes in that religion, and now that religion doesn't seem so bad. It doesn't seem so culty as you once thought it was before, because now you have a new way of thinking about those people, and now you have a new way of relating to those people. So therefore you have a new respect and a new way of loving and being, right? We've seen it all the time where the racist white man is like, oh, super racist, but then they end up having a daughter that ends up having a biracial child, and now they fall in love with the child, and now they're not so racist anymore. Now they're accommodating to their biracial child and not as racist, right? But at the end of the day, it is a root, right? So you have to pull it up from the root. It's not enough just to say, oh, I like this child. Okay. How do you feel about the other biracial people? How do you feel about the other Black people? But I digress. Synergy, Cancer. Your focus is synergy, the allowing and acceptance of never before seen energy, thought process, people, love. Okay. We're all spiritual beings having this physical experience, Cancer. Tap into your gifts and tap into your power of being compassionate, intuitive, and loving. That's what we love about you. But love for yourself is also allowing people to love on you. I can't stand when someone does something nice for me and then I try to repay them, do something nice for them, and they just won't receive it because, oh, it came, I'm not looking for nothing back. I get that, I understand, but I'm trying to be fair and balance the scales in my Libra Venus way. So please just receive this thing. But people that never receive the love in return makes it very hard for other people to give to them. Okay. So Cancer, if you have a hard time receiving in return, really work on that, because that's going to lead to the synergy. That's going to be leading to the ebbs and flow instead of you holding everything up. Okay. So Cancer, your card is synergy. Cancer, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, your card is synergy. All right, next we have Leo, which is fixed fire. It's like the teenage fire sign, the young adult fire sign. So with this Sagittarius full moon, Leo, I feel like you're gonna yeah, just seeing how much bigger you can get, how much more you can shine, how much more attention you can get, how much more praise and accolades you can get. This one, here we go. Change. Leo, your card is change. It is the number 12 card, which reduces to a number 13, number 3. I was about to say 13 for some reason, but the number 12 card reduces to a number 3. Change, Leo. Okay, so we see these bright, beautiful colors, a bunch of circles, colorful circles within this box, within the circle, within the box, within the circle, within the box, right? So Leo, change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. All right. So, Leo, it's all about change for you. We see a lot of orange here. We see some red, we see some yellow, but that orange is really beaming, as well as the purple. And Leo, we know that you rule the crown chakra, which is purple in color, but you also have a big connection with the heart chakra as well. So I like to think of Leo as the heart chakra as well as the crown chakra. And we see all these not spirals, but circles, complete circles within one another, within a box. Okay, this purple box that's overlaid these different layers of color, right? So Leo, like I was just saying, with this Sagittarius full moon, I feel like you're really going to be focused on really expanding your fire, seeing how you can network, how you can be seen more, how you can get more money, more wealth accumulation. How can we change where we are, right? Like if you want to level up to a new level, how can we change? Like, what do I need to change about myself so that I can achieve this new level? Going back to the definition, the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance. Okay, we know Leo is associated with the arts, the creativity, as is Gemini, really focused on creativity, the arts, and tapping into that artistry. So Leo, it mentions the ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, understanding that the only constant is change. You're expected to change. And Leo, with you being a fixed sign, it may be a challenge for you to change. You may be so used to being in your own lane, to dominating a particular field, dominating a particular industry, dominating a particular relationship, where you know something needs to change, but you just don't want to change. But your highest truth, Sagittarius full moon style, is saying, you know, something needs to change. You know, this relationship is toxic. Something needs to change. You know, this job doesn't make you happy just because you're good at it, just because they're afraid of you, doesn't mean you need to keep dominating here. You know, maybe you need to relax into something else, which will take down some of that abusive behavior that you're doing, you know? So, Leo, the message is that something needs to change. And with you being fixed fire, it may be, you may be forgetting that the universe supports change. Life isn't going to come crumbling down because you decide to change something. It could be changed for the better. It could be change that allows change to happen for other people. You know what I'm saying? to where like it's giving me the imagery of when you throw a pebble into a pond and then the rippling effect. This is giving me rippling effect, right? Because you make one change in one area, it like dominoes into other areas, right? Like because I started going to bed earlier, being in bed by 8, I'm going to sleep by 9, therefore I'm waking up at 4 easier with no alarm clock. Therefore I'm getting more done by 10 o'clock. I could take off the rest of the day and I don't have to have a typical 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because I made this one change in one area, it made it easier to support change in other areas of my life to where I could just dance throughout my day. I could dance throughout my weeks, throughout my months, and life feels good and it doesn't feel so much pressure as maybe the fixed fire in you has put yourself in before, Leo. And this change is going to happen inward and outward, right? It's not just our world, right? Leo's not always about us, but what's happening on everybody else as well. And Leo, yes, you're very generous, but you are still selfish at the same time. Okay. You're generous if it helps you in some way, right? So, going on with the definition so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old. It's okay to let go of the old, Leo. You don't have to hold on forever out of loyalty. It's okay. You're expected to change and you're supported in your changes. So we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new, right? So Leo, it's okay to change and it's okay for others to change as well. If someone used to be obsessed with you, but now they're not obsessed with you anymore because they're obsessed with themselves, that's okay. Love is letting go sometimes. Love is, Leo, you know more than anybody what love is, okay? You're a lover. So allow this Sagittarius full moon to support you. So Virgo, empowerment. Virgo, your card is empowerment. It is the number 26 card, which reduces to a number 8. Empowerment, the definition here says the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. So what's immediately popping up in my head for you, Virgo, is the perfectionist thing that we do, right? Feeling empowered to know that we're good enough, feeling empowered to know that we're ready, that we're in the right place at the right time, that we're right where we need to be, feeling empowered that we have the gifts, we know what we're doing. Stop overthinking so much, all right? With this card, we see blue is the dominating color here, with second place coming in with gold, okay? We see some gold, yellow, actually it's more yellow-orange blend, but when I look at it in the camera, it's giving gold energy. So we'll say yellow, gold, orange is also supporting this blue card. And we know blue is ruling the throat chakra. Virgo, we know that you rule the throat chakra as well because you are a Mercury sign like that of Gemini. Both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by the planet Mercury, which is the planet of communication, ideas, travel. All right. And systems, technology and stuff. So Virgo, in this Gemini season, you are supported to be empowered to speak. Virgo, you are supported to be empowered to share information, to be the teacher, to be the healer, to be the leader that everyone knows you to be. No more playing small, no more asking for permission, no more asking for other people's opinion because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be moving your body, exerting the energy, right? So what matters most is what your mind says, what your energy, your spirit body says, okay? What your confidence knows to be true, Virgo. People come to you for specific things, and you need to be empowered to know that you have what they need. Be empowered to know that you're ready and that the universe supports courage. The universe supports people that know they are powered by the universe because that's acting on faith, that's acting on God's timing, that's acting in divine alignment. Be empowered to know that that is all lining up for your highest good. Going back to the card's definition, the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully. So no half stepping, no tiptoeing, not just dipping a toe, dipping a foot. like really stepping fully, maybe one step at a time, but full stepping it, not just a toe, not just the heel, not a heel toe either. Start showing up fully, Virgo. And when you show up fully, show up completely, not looking to the past, constantly looking behind you to see if anyone else is coming. This is your journey. This is your race. This is your goal. This is on your vision board. Okay. Everybody else can't see the vision like you do, so they can't take the steps and make the moves like you make. Okay. So, Virgo, when you show up fully, show up completely, show up with a full mind, knowing that you deserve to be there. Show up fully, knowing that you are in the right place at the right time, that you're right where you're supposed to be, Virgo. Show up knowing that you have something to offer, you have something to give, and you have something of value. Virgo, understanding that when you are supported in your ability to show up fully and completely, it unites us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. We love when we see people being their raw, authentic self. That's why a lot of people love Cardi B. That's why a lot of people love people that are just unapologetically them, right? And like anybody else is slipping from my mind right now, but a lot of Instagram influencers have made their claim to fame because they felt empowered in who they were. They felt empowered in what they were doing, and they had their eye on the prize, and it didn't really matter if anyone else was with them or if anyone started with them and fell off or join the board later on. It didn't matter. It's like, I'm going to my goal, whether you're coming with me or not. And Virgo, you are a mutable sign like that of Gemini, like that of Sagittarius. Okay. So you're in your mutable season. You're in your season to pivot, to change your mind, to switch it up, to hit them with a plot twist. So if you've invested 5-6 months of your life on a particular goal and you feel like you need to switch it up and do something else because you're empowered in that area too, that's okay, because you're mutable as well. You have the magic of switching it up. You have the magic of being multifaceted. That's the magic of mutable signs: Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, right? All mutable signs. You have the magic of being multifaceted, having multiple skills, doing multiple things, being good at multiple things. So Virgo, feel empowered and know that you are supported in doing all the things that make you feel empowered. You don't have to play small. You don't have to wait your turn. You don't have to ask for permission. Just know that your permission is permission enough. And if you can't stop thinking about it, that's an indicator right there that it's something that moves you enough to action. All right, Virgo. So be empowered. Your card is to be empowered. So next we have Libra. Libra, you are Libra. You are, sorry, you are a cardinal air. All right, Libra. So cardinal air for Libra, you're ruled by Venus, like that of Taurus. We just came out of Taurus season. And Libra, you are cardinal air, right? You set it off, you initiate when it comes to the communication. You get the ball rolling with the conversation, right? So what ideas are you moving forward on? Ooh, dynamic. Libra, your card is dynamic. Yes, we're still good. All right. Libra, your card is dynamic. It is the number 23 card, which reduces to a number 5. 5 is the number of change. All right. So again, working with some pivot energy. Dynamic, we see that the card is several circles, complete circles, not spirals, complete circles with these nodes attached to each circle. And it's about 10 circles that are in the center of a pyramid. And at the corners of each pyramid, it's more of those circles with those nodes, okay? And the card is dynamic. Are you getting tongue-tied, Libra? You don't know what to say. You don't know what to do. They got you all tongue-tied, right? So, Libra, the card is dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequencies. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So a lot going on here, Libra, a lot going on. Dynamic. With dynamic, it's quick, pivoting, exciting, sharp, blasty, right? It's not passive. It's not still. It's not quiet. It's dynamic, okay? So with this card, we see several different colors, but what's really speaking to me, of course, the yellow corners, of course, the magenta red looking spirals, but it's that glowing sky blue. It's that the glowing blues that's speaking up to me. And Libra, you know, you are an air sign like that of Gemini, the season that we're in right now. And I feel like with all this pivoting, with all this moving and shaking you're doing, with all of these different things you got going on, is it your truth? Is it really what speaks to you? Is it really what you want to emanate? Is it really the story you want to share about yourself? Because you don't have to do too much, Libra. You don't have to always give wow factor. You don't always have to give shock value. You don't always have to be so dynamic to get attention. Okay. And I was just talking about Cardi B on the previous reading, but you don't have to do too much. Yes, you could be multifaceted. Yes, you could be effervescent and beautiful and experimental and all the things because you are air like Gemini. You do have the theme of duality. You do like to see the other side of things, but you also like harmony as well. And the shadow side of Libra can be people pleasing, just going with the flow, just getting on for the sake of getting on, not speaking your piece, not saying what makes you happy, not saying what you truly want to do, not just trying to be harmonious just for the sake of being harmonious, not really speaking your truth. And that's the lesson that Libras usually have to learn. Stop being so damn nice and not saying what the truth is. It doesn't necessarily make you mean or a bitch to say your truth, okay? And there's also on the flip side of that, you don't have to be a mean and or bitch or an asshole when you're speaking your truth. There's a tactful way to say your truth. There's a respectful way to communicate your needs. Okay. You don't have to be mean and brash when it comes to being honest. All right, Libra. And just remember that yes, you have multiple layers about you. You may be very hard to understand. You may be a person where people just don't know what they're going to get with you, and they may call you fake. They may call you flaky. They may call you shifty, like a shapeshifter. Like you just don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Libras, this and that. But you just got a lot going on. You're a lot of energy. And for the people that get to experience you, it's a beautiful thing. It's very entertaining, right? But just know that if that doesn't come natural to you, you're not expected to do all that for the sake of keeping the peace. And it's going to make sense or not with me saying that. And make sure that the goal for harmony is harmony within yourself, more so harmony within a group, okay? Because you have to live with you every single day, and you have to live with the other side of you every day. You get to experience people as they come and go into your life, as you allow them to come and go in your life. But what ultimately is going to stay, what's ultimately going to shine through behind all of the makeup you're wearing, behind all the different color wigs and all the different types of weaves and all the different hairstyles you're doing and all the different fashion choices that you're making, all switching out your color contacts and you know what I'm saying, like all the ways you try to make yourself look different and all the different masks you wear. It could be a mask through your artistry. Oh, you're this type of artist one day, now you're this type of artist. Or you're seeking out this job one day, then now you're seeking out this job. Like just being indecisive when it comes to what you want, what's ultimately going to shine through, whether you're ready or not, whether you mean to or not, is the truth. Remember, Sagittarius full moon. It's going to be this weekend. So it's highlighting the truth. Sagittarius is a truth seeker, truth teller. It's all about the truth and getting down to the nitty gritty. So Libra, make sure you're living in your truth and expressing your truth. Next, we have Scorpio, solar plexus chakra. All right. And actually, it flipped over before I said Scorpio. So I'm going to put it back. Okay. So Scorpio, we need a card for Scorpio. Okay. Better. We like it. Scorpio, your card is the number 8 card. Scorpio, you are the 8th sign. So this is right on pivot. The other card that flipped out for Scorpio was solar plexus chakra, but I didn't say it. Oh, but the bottom of the deck is sacral chakra. So we will take that very close to the solar plexus chakra, right? So Scorpio, you have the number 8 card, is the alchemy card. And just looking at this card, it's just a bunch of flowers. It's a bunch of beautiful, colorful, bright flowers. Scorpio, your card is the number 8 card, alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. So the theme of this card, Scorpio, is transmutation, alchemy. If you're familiar with the book The Alchemist, that comes to mind right now. It's by Paulo Coelho, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I learned about this book from many powerful motivational speakers over the years. They reference The Alchemist. Will Smith has quoted it as being one of his favorite books. I believe Oprah has said it's one of her favorite books as well. It's on my bookshelf over here. I've tried to get into that book at least 3 different times. It's like I can't get past the second chapter. I don't know if it's like a slow start or if I don't connect with the writer, but I'm just not seeing in that book yet what The Alchemist is all about. And here I go with my Scorpio energy of being doubtful and pessimistic. Okay. Scorpio, don't doubt what's possible. Don't doubt the magic. Don't doubt what could be transmutated. Don't doubt what could be changed, shifted, elevated, manipulated. Okay, don't doubt it. Don't give up on yourself and thinking, oh, I'm never going to get that job. That's not possible. I'm never going to win. I'm never going to have them. I'm never going to be happy. I'm never. Don't be so down and pessimistic, Scorpio. I need you to keep your eyes focused on what's possible, what you love. And even though we didn't get the solar plexus chakra, look how much yellow is in this alchemist card. The surroundings, we see all of this bright yellow, like the solar plexus chakra, which is all about what energizes you, what sets you on fire, what gets you excited, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what gives you enlightenment, what gives you a sense of joy, what gives you a sense of enlightenment. We have the full moon in Sagittarius this weekend. Okay, so going back to truly what makes you happy, like not all Scorpios are moody, and Scorpios aren't moody and depressed all the time. They aren't sexual all the time. They're lovers, they're water signs. They like to be happy, they like to have fun, they like to enjoy, they like to smile. They like to wear beautiful colors and get all dressed up and look all rich and stuff. Okay. So, Scorpios, this is your reminder to have fun. Move your body, get outside, allow yourself to wear bright, beautiful colors, allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be complimented, to receive love. Okay. We are in Gemini season, which is pride season. It's more social, more flirty, more fun. You may notice more flirtatious energy around this time, Scorpio. So allow yourself to have fun. It doesn't always have to go straight to sex. It doesn't always have to go to this deep, dark, obsessed area. You can keep some stuff light. You can keep some stuff fun. You can keep some stuff simply for the enjoyment, simply for the fun of it. All right. And like I said, the bottom of the deck was the sacral chakra. I haven't been looking at the bottom of the deck of most of the readings, but I feel like for you, Scorpio, we do need to pick up the sacral chakra energy as well, since the solar plexus chakra card wanted to pop out. The card for sacral chakra is the number 2. All right. So 2 is the number of relationships, me and you, me and something else, me and someone else. Sacral chakra. The frequency of the sacral chakra is the orange flower of life. A bunch of flowers, just like on this alchemist card. The orange flower of life supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulate our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Okay, so the words that popped out: stimulate, desire, creative, manifest, success, abundance. You can't have any of that unless you believe it's true, unless you believe it's possible, Scorpio. You can't be pessimistic all the way to the bank. You can't be doubtful all the way to the bank. You have to ultimately have something to believe in. And when you believe in something in your mind, that's when it can grow. That's when it can alchemize. That's when you become the alchemist, when you can transmute something from thought to manifestation, something from thought into the material world. Scorpio, believe that you're capable of creating a life that makes you happy. Allow yourself to believe that it's possible to be in love. It's possible to be happy. All right. And believe that you're deserving of happiness too. And that you do have people around you that want to see you happy. Okay. It's Scorpio, everybody ain't out to get you. All right, Sagittarius, your card, it's your full moon. Shout out to all the Sagittarius moons. Excuse me. One card that flipped over was synergy. But since we already had synergy for Cancer, I put it back. And this one actually flipped over. Heart chakra. How appropriate. All right, Sagittarius, your card is the heart chakra card. It is the number 4 card. I love that all the chakra cards are starting to make their appearance. So, Sagittarius, for the heart chakra, it's the number 4 card. And it's the number flower of life, but it's green to represent the green heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our ability to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Life is with the heartbeat, all right? The heartbeat is occurring within the heart because of the heart, correct? The person is alive when the heart is beating. The person is declared dead when the heart is no longer beating, okay? So with Sagittarius, your energy, okay, with this Gemini season that we're in, with the Sagittarius full moon we're embarking on, you need to get to the nitty gritty, the harsh truth, make a head over heart decision. What brings you to life? What makes you feel dead inside? What makes you feel like makes you feel loved? Who makes you feel loved? What do you do that you love? Are you doing things that you love? Really examine your heart space. Do you feel loved in your environment? Your environment could be your home, your car, your roommate situation, your business. Okay. Or do you feel at harmony with your business partners? Are you vibing on the same wavelength as your lover? Are y'all vibing together? Okay. With this Sagittarius full moon, it's all about making head over heart decisions, getting to the truth, getting to the nitty gritty, seeking higher truth, seeking higher knowledge, okay? Not just taking something for what it is, but expanding on it. Not just taking this relationship for what it is, but expanding on it. Not just taking your career for what it is, but expanding on it. Sagittarius energy is all about expanding. And because you're that fire, that mutable fire that's okay with taking risks, that has the vision, that has the propensity for putting in the work to get what you want, okay, you're going to find that you manifest more of what you love because you're operating from a space of passion. You're operating from a space of fearlessness. And that's what we love about the Sagittarius energy. They're big thinkers and they're big doers most times, okay? Shadow energy of Sagittarius energy is second guessing themselves, not putting themselves out there, not seeing the bigger picture, okay, not going for the big risk. Sagittarius is all about going for the big risk. So if you're Sagittarius moon, rising Venus, you can relate to this message as well. And I want to remind you, please watch the readings for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get a comprehensive message for you with this full moon. And Sagittarius, again, do you love it? Do you love them? Do they love you? The love that you're getting now, is it coming back to you? Because you're mutable fire. If something displeases you, you have no problem removing yourself from the situation. But before you leave, before you just ghost someone, before you just and be gone, could you speak your truth to them first? Okay. Yes, you're very fearless, you're gutsy, but do you have the guts to face them and speak your truth? Okay. Yes, it's badass of you to ghost and to just move on, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes people deserve to know what the truth is. And sometimes getting that energy off your heart is all the healing you need to do. Sometimes just speaking your truth, telling them what they need to hear, saying what you need to say is all the healing that needs to be done. Okay. So, Sagittarius, really examine your heart space, do things that you love, do things with love, and do things because of love. All right. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. You are cardinal earth. You are the masculine, more mature earth energy. Okay, so this is earth energy with money, with long money, with investments, with legacy, with businesses, with successful businesses. All right. So Capricorn with the Sagittarius full moon, I feel like you are just going to be really ambitious at this time, really trying to make the right connection. Capricorn, I feel like you're really just going to really put yourself to like almost burnout energy, because in Cancer season it's going to be your full moon and it's going to be really emotional for you. So I feel like this is going to be like your quiet before the storm, Capricorn. And why isn't a card flipping out for you? Because where's your mind at right now, Capricorn? Where's your mind? Okay, heart chakra flipped over for Capricorn. So again, just reinforcing that energy and need to take care of yourself, Capricorn. Don't be doing too much burning out, because we are with a fire moon. So yours could be reflecting or analyzing, how have I been doing too much? Ooh, that was close. Okay. We have 2 cards for you, Capricorn, because again, you're doing too much. All right, Capricorn, you have 2 cards. Yes, definitely getting a mic stand, because fuck this. All right, Capricorn, you have 2 cards, realization and delight. Realization is the number 37, which reduces to a number 10, which reduces to a number 1. Delight is a number 19 card, which reduces to a number 10, which reduces to a number 1. So you have 2 10 cards, which reduce to a number 1, but also the 0 for the portal energy, okay? So since it's 2 cards, we'll take it as 2 different numbers. The first card, 37, realization, Capricorn. It is another flower card, several circles, beautiful colors, but the overall color is the orange that is surrounding all these circles, okay? So your definition for realization, Capricorn. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Didn't I say trying to do the most, trying to be the best, the highest, Capricorn? One more time, because all that just went through my head. Realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth. What's the truth? When you get down to it, Capricorn, what do you really want to be doing? The process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. So realizing and manifesting that into the world. So when we look at this realization card, like I said, it's several circles intertwined with one another, making like a flower of life type thing. We see a lot of greens, a lot of blues, but what surrounds the green and the blue circles is this bright yellow and this orange border. So truly, when you think about your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, what charges you up, what satisfies you, what gives you joy and enlightenment, because that's where the work should be focused on, Capricorn, not just the thing that's going to get you money, not just the thing that your family business is a legacy in, and you just feel you need to put in all this work to keep the legacy up. If that's not what you love and what you want to do, how much longer do you expect it to be sustained? And actually silly of me to be asking Capricorn, because Capricorn will go all night. They will lock in for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? For the goal, like they don't mind putting in the work. They're earth sign, okay? But Capricorn, let this be a reminder with this Gemini season to be lighter, okay? To be lighter in your pursuits, to be lighter in your work. You don't have to work so hard all the time. You don't have to work for the money all the time. You could do things for the enjoyment. Have the realization that life, yes, money is needed. Yes, money is important, but there's more to life. Realize there's more to life, such as delight. Okay. Looking at this card, we see that there is heavy yellows, heavy pinks, so heavy reds, right? Reds and light colors to give that pink energy, magenta, but ultimately it's that yellow, the yellow circles, the pink circles, and the white background, right? So the white is the purity, right? The innocence, the untouched, unbothered, unscathed energy. Delight is a number 19 card. It reduces to a number 10, which reduces to a number 1 or 0, or 1 and 0. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. One more time. Delight, the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create. Okay, so the ability to create. How much heart space do we have to create something? How much mental space do you have to create something? How much physical energy can you dedicate to this goal to create it? All right. So when you're delighted when you're in the energy of delight, when you're in the energy of happiness, of joy, you could do it all night. You could do it all day. You don't mind doing it because you like think of what's coming to mind right now, braiders, hair braiders. They love braiding hair. That's why they don't mind braiding for hours at a time. Yes, it gets tiresome at time, but it's a craft they know they're good at. It's a craft that they're learning and getting better at. There's a craft that they are affirmed with confirmations, with booking confirmations, you know what I'm saying? So they delight in the things that bring them joy, right? And they invest in the times that bring them joy, which in turn gives them more delight and more experiences to be delighted about. So when you're in the frequency of delight, it supports your capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. Think about when there's been a time when you've been so excited, you've had great news, you've been happy. Oh my God, you just had the most unreal experience. You just had the most intense, sensual, joyous experience. And you go to share it with somebody that's having a bad day, that's not having that same experience of you as you, that's kind of sort of low-key jealous of you in this experience you just had. You share it with them and they just blow out your light. They just make you feel like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not all that. Like what you so excited for? They make you feel like, well, damn, you know? And it's like, I don't even want to share that with you. They didn't have the capacity for delight for you. They didn't have the capacity of joy or happiness because of what they're dealing with. That's the frequency they're on. You don't have to take on their energy of being down in the dumps about your previous delight. No. First of all, you should have kept it to yourself so you can enjoy it as long as you can and as intensely as you can, and until you found another safe space to share that delight. Think about when you're at a dance party, right? If you're dancing and you love dancing, think of like house music, EDM, any type of dancing, right? You're dancing, and when you're dancing with other people that also love dancing, you get more excited to dance, and you're sweating and you're tired, but you're still happy. You still got this that goofy smile on your face. You're still dancing because you're delighted. You're joyous, you're happy, and they're holding space for you to be delighted. They're holding space for you to be happy, to have enjoyment. And so that's why it's so important, Capricorn, to be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself with people that are delighted in what they do? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are delighted in the life they're living? With Capricorns, you can find a lot of people that are, well, now I won't just say just Capricorn, just any zodiac sign, right? You can find a lot of people that started off with the focus of money on my mind, depressed and miserable with their life because it's always money and money is the motivator, right? They're not motivated by joy. They're not motivated by delight. They're not motivated by things that make them happy. They're motivated about something outside of them when it should be motivation of what lights you up inside, right? Because that's what's going to generate the energy to keep going. Because at some point, money is not going to be enough. At some point, love from someone else is not going to be enough. Do you love you? Okay, can you tolerate you, Capricorn? So be mindful that birds of a feather flock together. Be mindful of who you surround yourself with, because the same self-talk they're giving themselves, they're repeating that around you. And then before you know it, it's going to become your self-talk. Realize your environment. Realize the places you've kept yourself stuck, and realize the joy that resides within you. Realize the inner child that needs to come out and play, the inner child that had to grow up too young, that had to grow up too soon, Capricorn. Were you the young child that had to grow up too soon? You know what I'm saying? And now you're in your adult years. You don't know what the hell you're doing because you had to grow up too soon, you know? Realize what your delight is. This Gemini season supports you to be happy, joyous, flirtatious, social. It's okay to be social, Capricorn, okay? People like you for more than just your money. You don't always have to pick up the tab for people to like you, Capricorn. You could just be you, your fun self. You don't always have to work so hard. You don't always have to be in the studio working and grinding, okay? We don't want to hear that grind and talk at the table, okay? Capricorn and Taurus. We don't want to hear how much you're working. It's boring as hell when y'all talk about work all the time. We're here to have fun. Realize that people are tired of y'all talking about work and money all the time. Can you have some fun in your life for once, please? We trying to be outside without worrying about other stuff, okay? So realize you need some more fun in your life. Moving on to Aquarius. We are almost done, you guys. Hello, Aquarius. Happy Sagittarius full moon. If you are Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this is for you. Ooh, romantic love. Bottom of the deck is Alchemy. That came out for Scorpio. So watch Scorpio if you want the Alchemy reading. But Aquarius, oh, romantic love. Aquarius, you are an air sign like that of Gemini and Libra, but you are fixed air. You're a fixed air sign, okay? So when I think of Aquarius, I think of the stream of consciousness, right? I think of like long forms of communication. I think of long-standing ideas, long-standing beliefs, and ideas that are created for long-term future. Like I just think long ideas when I think of Aquarius. But you have the card of romantic love, and it's a 39 card, which reduces to a number 12, which reduces to a number 3. 3 is the number of creation, mind, body, spirit, father, mother, son, or father, mother, child, the Holy Trinity, all of that, right? The number 3, creation. So your card is romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. We are in Gemini season, which in tarot, it's ruled by the Lover's card. It's the number 6 card. 6 in numerology is the number of harmony. It is the number of we're vibing, okay? And what better way to fall in love than with someone that you're vibing with, someone you're speaking the same language, you're making the same type of eye contact, you're enjoying the same things, you're exerting energy in the same ways because you truly enjoy being with each other. You truly enjoy each other's company. And one more time for just clarification of this card, because I see, again, it's another flower of life card with a bunch of circles. We see some orbs, a lot of orbs here, a lot of beautiful reds, orange, yellow, pinks. But what surround all of it is the blue, the glowing blues around these colors is what's really sticking out to me, okay? So with these blues, it comes down to the truth. Can you be your true self around this person? When it comes to the romantic love that you're attracting, is it from a place of honesty, Aquarius? Going back to this definition, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete. Are you showing up fully, Aquarius? Are you showing up in your complete truth, Aquarius? Are there any parts of you that you're withholding, that you're holding back out of fear of losing someone or out of fear of being misjudged? Because when you're on the frequency of romantic love, it's saying here that it supports your journey to feel whole and to feel complete. And through this experience, you have this reflection of a conscious lover because they're mirroring back to you the love that you're also embodying. Okay. So that's why, Aquarius, it's very important to make sure that you create within you someone that you love, that you're proud of, so that you can show up fully. Because when you have a sense of shame, when you have a sense of worry, there's like a cower that comes with that, right? When it comes to shame, usually, okay, there's, this type of hiding or mystery with that person because they're shamed. They don't want to share that, right? But when you do the shadow work, when you do the work to look yourself in the eye to say, you know what, this is me, this is my shadow, this is what I'm working with, but damn it, I love me because I know I'm a good person. We're not perfect. All of us have cringe, all of us have shadow, all of us have bad parts that we don't want the world to really be aware of, right? But that's us. That's what makes us us. And the sooner we make peace with those parts of us, the sooner we can heal it and we can show up, shoulders back, chin up, with a full open heart, and the other person that's vibing on the same frequency of romantic love, showing up with their shoulders back, open a full heart, we can make eye contact, we can speak the same language, we can enjoy each other's company, okay? So, Aquarius, I need you to get into the belief that you are manifesting romantic love, that it's on its way because you are being the love for yourself first. All right. Final card is for Pisces. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And again, I'm so going to get a freaking stand because I cannot with this mic. All right, so the final two cards we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, we have Conception and Transition. Conception is the number 16 card, which reduces to a number 7. Transition is the number 43 card, which reduces to a number 7. Pisces, I can't help but to notice you have a 7-7, so 7-7 angel number may be resonating with you. With the Conception card, it's a lot of greens, a lot of blues, and some yellow, orange orbs. A lot of orbs floating around, but ultimately It is a lot of greens and a lot of blues. The definition for conception, the frequency of conception, Pisces, it invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Pisces, have you forgotten who you are? Have you forgotten who you are? Go back to the beginning. Go back to where your light started flashing, where you started getting the confirmations and the affirmations of people of what you do so well, what you're great at, what lights you up, blah, blah, blah. Go back to where it all started, the point of conception, right? One more time for this definition, the frequency of conception when you're conceiving something, right? Conception, or the concept, right? The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness, your awareness to our origin, your sense of being, your heartbeat. Go back to your heart, go back to your intention. What did you want to grow in the first place? What was the original vision? What was the original intention, Pisces? This place of our origin, the place where everything in creation begins, right? Everything begins in the mind. Nothing is manifested without being processed in the mind's eye first. All right. So going deep into your mental space, meditation, Pisces. Meditation, it helps us to remember the infinite potential. You have infinite potential and possibilities, Pisces. Don't forget that. Remember that. Keep that. Don't let toxic energy remind you, have you questioning what your potential is? Have you questioning what your possibilities are? It's in your mind. You decide what these possibilities are going to be. Remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Again, everything begins in the mind, Pisces. As Pisces, you are very spiritual. You're very tapped in. Consider your dreams. You may be having some wicked dreams right now. You may be having more intense dreams, more vivid dreams than usual. Really pay attention to that. It may be some messages coming to you through your dreams. And the second card we have for you, Pisces, is transition, the number 43 card, which reduces to a number 7. A lot of purples. This is a dark card. I can't help but see the snake-like S, which is given very much Kundalini energy. Heavy purples, heavy dark blues, dark greens. We see a little glow of some oranges and some pinks, but for the most part, it's a lot of dark purples with this transition card, Pisces. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of one more time, Pisces. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. All right. So Pisces, you have the challenge of knowing when to let go, learning how to let go, trusting the process of transition. Okay, like I said, Kundalini energy is really speaking to me right now, so really tapping deeply within yourself, tapping into your deep intuition, but also going back to your sacral root chakra to unlock that Kundalini energy, to understand what needs to transition, what needs to change. One more time for the transition definition. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding. Get deep, Pisces. Our deep understanding of the ever-changing, the only constant is change, right? The ever-changing nature of existence and of our lives. Like, there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to explore and to become, Pisces. Don't let limited beliefs have you stuck. It's time to transition into something else, into the next phase, into the next best thing, Pisces. The ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go. You're expected to let go. You're expected to pivot. Change is a constant. Surrender to the process. Surrender. The more you resist change, the harder it is. So surrender to the process, surrender to the growing pains, surrender to the evolution, surrender to the redirection, surrender to the pivot. Pisces, you are mutable just like Sagittarius. It's nothing for you to pivot. You're great at pivoting. You're great at switching it up, changing your mind. Okay, you can adapt with ease. Stop making this harder than it has to be. Surrender to the process and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Let it go, let it flow. Let it go, let it flow, Pisces. Okay. So that wraps up the card readings for all 12 zodiac signs. And again, I was using the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck for all of the signs. Please watch these readings for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay. To get a comprehensive full message of how to work with the Sagittarius full moon energy. Okay. Remember, we're still in Gemini season. And even though I did read these cards for Gemini season, these messages can apply whenever you come across this video. Okay. When you come across this message, this could be something that's pertaining to you at this time. So just take it for what it is. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Follow me on Instagram at CheCheBabe, CheCheBabe, as well as my Virgo Friend podcast, while I also give intuitive coaching where I give oracle readings and all that good old stuff. Okay. If you are listening to this on audio, that's what's up. But please tune into my YouTube channel so you can actually see the cards. Okay. So you can actually see me explaining these cards for you. All right. My YouTube channel is CheCheBabe, CheCheBabe. And be on the lookout for more YouTube content from me. Okay. So subscribe, follow, like, and share. And thank you so much. Happy Sagittarius full moon and happy Gemini season. Bye.